Hi, I'm Eric Kampmann, author of Getting to Know Jesus, and this is Sunrise. And today we're going to take a look at one of the Proverbs, and it reads as follows, Proverb in the 20th chapter. Who can say, I have kept my heart pure? I am clean and without sin. I was thinking this morning, earlier before I got to talk to you, that what is sin? And it occurred to me then is sin really has at its heart a rejection of God. It can take the form of, I'm going to go my way, I'm not going to pay attention to what God may be trying to say to me. Or it can be, God doesn't exist. The fool says in his heart there is no God. But there is a support for the idea that sin at its heart is life without God. That it's impossible for us to stay on a path that cares about our neighbor in any real way rather than just ourselves. And the passages in the very early part of the Bible, 6th chapter of Genesis, and it says right before the flood, the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually, or only evil all the time. Again, where does evil come from? I think it comes from separating ourselves from God. There is no relationship with God, and then we start to rely on our own heart, but our own heart can take us to places like murder, mayhem, lust, and all of these other things that even further separate us from God, to the extent that God started to despair for the men and women he had created in the beginning. So it's kind of an interesting question, what is sin? You have to go to the idea, well, who is God? Does God exist? Do I have a connection with God? How am I living my life if I'm living my life without God? This is Eric Kampmann, and this is Sunrise.